a 2,800-gallon diesel fuel truck turn over on the island. First thoughts are, oh Lord, this could be really bad.
We've got a fuel truck flipped over on its side, and we've got 50,000 ducks landing in the hole right next to it that these guys are hunting. It's just never ending.
We've got an energy truck. All that happened was his back end got off on this soft dirt, rolled him over, and here we are. Gonna set it all back up, put it on the road, and tow him back home.
When he first told me he was gonna buy an island, I thought he was crazy.
Our goal is to get 937 acres underwater. It's not normal to leave crop in the ground. I want to do it for the waterfowl. I think it'd just benefit generations to come.
We're doing our best to not disturb these ducks up until the time that we do our hunting. And then when they come in, these are the biggest wreckers I believe I've ever seen. I mean, it takes two of them to flip this truck back over.
One truck has to hook to the front, the other one has to hook to the back. It's a pretty amazing process to watch how these guys work that thing out of that hole.
It's a deep hole. It could have been a lot worse.
In short, the driver just flat out admitted he was looking at the ducks and they eased off the road.
Thankfully, we didn't have to worry about calling EPA in. They had a sealed tank that somehow managed never to leak.
You know, this stuff really doesn't surprise me anymore. I mean, the bigger operation you got, the bigger problems that you're gonna have. Tennessee a few years ago put in place a veteran season along with the juvenile season that typically happened in February. Juvenile seasons are on Saturday, and then the veteran hunt is on a Sunday. Special op excursions introduced me to a couple of guys that, well, I was looking for a father-son team. It'd be cool if we could have a veteran out on Sunday, but he have a son that could hunt Saturday in the juvenile season by himself. Al and Will were able to come down.
I didn't have much time to take my kids places when I was active duty, so this weekend worked out really well.
My dad just came up to me and he said, "Do you want to go hunt on an island in the Mississippi?" And I was like, heck yeah, dude.
Also coming this week, it just so happens that Brooks is best friends with this young man, Eli.
My best friend, Eli's grandfather, he served in Vietnam.
He was actually my school teacher. After he finally left Vietnam, he came back and became a school teacher and taught for another 30 some odd years. Lastly, Brooks is turning 17 in March, and so it puts him out of the juvenile. This is his last juvenile season of all juvenile seasons. So to be there with him in the last hunt and reflect upon all those years that we've had together, and that little kid who wanted to just go with daddy whenever, it's kind of hard to believe how fast they grow up, but anyway, looking forward to that.
So day one, we went for an afternoon hunt. Rusty and Brooks knew afternoons are usually better here, especially with the warm weather.
We were in Alabama 1 in a skid blind out in the middle of the cornfield. It looked pretty juicy.
Kill it, kill it. Shoot, shoot.
You scared it.
Miss Nay is giving them grief just like you would in the military. Brooks is about to come unglued.
He's gonna be here all day.
Papa likes messing with you, you know. Even though he's old, he still acts like he's a kid half the time.
Brooks couldn't hit the side of a barn closed in it with the doors locked.
Where's he at?
Ready?
You ready? Coming over me, over me.
Kill it, kill it.
God hell.
I just felt like if somebody's got to shoot him, it's got to be one of us kids.
Shoot that pintail. Last pintail, boy. Skadoosh.
Y'all did not spare the zip ties when I say camouflage in this blind. Oh, out front, stand up, low. He's above you, straight above you. Shoot. Good shot.
I mean, you can see a duck way off, and these ducks, they just lock up and dive bomb right into the spread.
Watch it, Brooks, I can't move. Kill it.
Nice shot, Will.
Way to go, Will. That joker never beat a wing. All right, boys, we got about 2 seconds. Right behind us, greenhead. Oh,
man.
You had opportunity, Will, you had an opportunity. Oh, I told you, I set an alarm on my phone for the time to go off, but
The whole time there was not a dry spell where there wasn't a duck in the sky. There was always at least 30 to 40 birds flying around us.
I was really excited to see Will shooting out there, see his eyes light up a little bit, the smile on his face, and he takes a lot of pleasure in hunting.
We started picking up decoys and we went and stood on the edge of the field and ducks were just swarming everywhere. That's what Rusty calls the show, and it's just like bugs and they're just everywhere piling in.
You can't beat the woods. That's all we had when we were growing up.
So morning hunt, going in for a timber hunt.
it's standing room only, but it's shallow water, 18 inches or less. So we're going to give it a try.
Big thing about the military is you embrace the suck. We had the suck this morning.
Go! Yeah, boys! Mr. Nanny's waders have a leak, and as most veterans do, they don't complain.
We had waders sitting everywhere. He wasn't going to ask anybody for anything. He just wanted to get out there and hunt.
Mr. Nanny was one of my shop teachers, and it means a lot to me to be able to give back to Mr. Nanny.
You know, it was really cool for me to get to watch somebody that was a mentor to me come up here and see something that he's never seen before, and he got to see it with his grandson hunting.
To me, it's not about killing, it's about watching the kids. They know that I love them, and I'm getting on up in years. Every time I have a chance to go out, it may be my last, but I love them.
So we get Mr. Nanny back to the house, get him dry, get some breakfast in us. In the field that I want to go to, we don't have a blind. The X is in the middle of a cornfield. We have several skeleton blinds sitting around that are already camouflaged, and literally we pick them up with the forks of the tractor, drop it down, and looks like we're gonna have a great hunt.
Now the roles have changed. I'm doing the calling and Pop-Pop's doing the shooting. Let's see what kind of pressure we can put on him.
Hey, Pop-Pop, get ready. Left end, coming in, cupped up.
I think I had as much fun guiding them as I did killing.
It's all boys. We made sure that they were doing all the calling for the vets. And so they're having a big time trying to do that.
Right here. Kill him. Oh! Kill him, Papa.
Whatever veterans that we have out, whether they're active duty, they're retired, it's just really personally one of the most satisfying things that I get to do.
Rusty was the type in school, I could give him a project to do. I didn't have to worry about it. I knew it was going to be done right. It just does me good to see one of my students live his dream and share it with others.
Just hearing the stories about how big of an operation it is to flood out these fields, make everything work out here is impressive.
Rusty's put a lifetime commitment into these veterans. He's dedicated his life to give back to the freedom they give us.
The island in general, it's always been a passion of mine to set up places for veterans to be able to hunt. Anything that I endeavor in, I wanted to always be able to give back to the veteran community by way of whatever I was doing.
What Rusty is doing with this island is going to be even better than it is now. This island is a vital part of the future of duck hunting.